Hi, everyone. My name is Shay. I'm the director of Yoga Fit for Warriors. And next week, myself and a few other trainers and lots of our amazing students will be going to Chicago for our Skokie MBF. It's just outside Chicago. Skokie is where we're at. Um, it's a delicate time in the world. It's a difficult time in the world. And I could not think of a more timely workshop than emotional and physical trauma, which I will be leading next weekend. So if you are in the area or if you feel like jumping on a plane and getting your rear end to Chicago, I would love to see you there. And your brain, bring your brain with you. Why am I holding up the brain? Well, that's because this workshop is all about trauma and how it impacts the brain, which is interesting because our brain lives in a dark shell. So it experiences trauma, but through the senses. And we're going to look at things like that in this workshop. How does the brain, even though we can't see what's happening to it, how can we start to notice those impacts of trauma? Because the brain and the body are intimately connected. We know through the HPA axis, right? The stress response system in the brain, hypothalamic, pituitary, adrenal axis. That's our stress response system. And mine has been on, quite frankly, high alert the last week as we've seen events unfold over in Europe and with Ukraine and Russia. It's disheartening. It's scary. It is traumatizing. Talk about collective trauma. We are more connected than we ever have been. And therefore, I'm sure we can all feel it. This, even though far away for many of us, feels right here and is happening here. What is happening below the surface is what this workshop is all about. And what are some ways that we could mitigate it? When we experience these events in the world, it feels very uncontrollable. It feels like we're at the whim and mercy of it. What can we do from here? There's a lot of things we can do. And of course, I believe in the power of yoga to help heal us from trauma, but maybe more importantly, to help mitigate the impacts of trauma before it even happens so we can be more resilient, more determined, take action. I believe the Ukrainians are displaying this very moment. They have the resilience. Maybe it comes from generational trauma in their family lines, the history of war over there, especially Stalin coming into Ukraine in World War II. They survived that. Maybe there's something in them that has been forged, made of steel through these difficult times. Difficult times have the opportunity to do two things: either make us rise to the occasion, make us stronger, or take us down if we haven't worked through our own trauma and we don't really understand impacts of trauma as it's affecting us and the enduring impacts if they are not resolved. That's what yoga is all about. Yoga isn't just about peace, love, and let's hug a tree. I'm all for that. Sometimes it's about to take action. How do we make ourselves stronger warriors? That's this workshop is for. Of course, it's part of our Warriors program, but anyone can take it, no prerequisites. We already have a wonderful group of people attending, and we would love to have you there. Come join our tribe. So thank you. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'll see you next week.